So apparently this is Hornchurch Driving Test Centre. Let's step inside Hornchurch's waiting room. That's Abdul Fattah on the left. We'll talk to him in a minute. And obviously I record these voiceovers in the edit after I've done the actual driving, and Hornchurch is a bit of a scam. If you've seen Basildon, you won't believe this test area. Anyway, the waiting room's nothing special. It's giving school vibes or maybe a third world doctor's office. It's got toilets so it'll get a decent facilities score, but no mirror. Slightly disappointing. If you've seen the other videos, you'll know why. What's Hornchurch like as a driving test centre?
I believe Hornchurch is one of the best driving test centres around the area. Mainly straightforward. There's not a lot of busy places. Like when you compare with the other test centres like good maze or parking, there's no big roundabouts. One of the best places to pass. And the pass rate is very high. Most of my students like it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's your name?
Abdul Fattah.
Perfect.
Unite Driving School.
Which one?
Unite Driving School.
Check him out, Unite Driving School. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you very much.
I'm expecting such good things from Hornchurch. I've spoken to 2 instructors now who've told me the deal. So you can start on one of the side roads by the test centre, or there's bays outside the let me signal. There's bays outside the test centre that people normally park in. But I'd say you could park on a side road because then you're starting off on a side road. It's not particularly busy, but you're going to have an easier time on a side road, not dealing with main road traffic. Hornchurch Test Centre's nice. It's nice. This is where I go around the UK rating driving test centres. And I'm rating them on 3 things. I'm going to be rating the facilities, the difficulty, basically how easy it is to pass, and the area. When I say area, what I mean is the roads, the ambience. And so far facilities, because I've been in there, we've seen it, I'm going to give it a 6. It's not like modern, up to date, keep it clear. And it's not like, but it's not old and tired. It's fine. It's fine. It's got 2 toilets. It's got what we need. It's not small. I would have given it more if it was modern, bright, airy. I've seen better test centres. I'm thinking Sidcup, but it's not terrible. It's not, it's okay. The test centre's fine. Hornchurch Test Centre is fine. Now I'm thinking of Ross. I'm fine. At the end of the video, I'm going to give it an overall score. We'll see what the area is like. Straight away, I'm spat out into a busy bit. But from what the instructors that I've spoken to said, shout out Jana, didn't get her on video. She didn't want to be on video. That's no problem. This is going to be a lovely area. Nothing too difficult here. Okay, so he's crossing the road, but because this is not a crossing, I'm not going to stop and let them go. It's really important that you identify the difference between a crossing, an island. It's not even really an island, it's just a separation. There's nothing on the road. I know there's road markings, but there's nothing actually on that road identifying it as a crossing. And there's 2 types of crossings. This one, where it's a traffic light pedestrian crossing, we can see the dots on the road up ahead of us, or a zebra crossing. They are the 2 types of crossings. Anything else is an island. Hornchurch is okay. It's got London vibes where, like, look at this, it's busy, right? It's busy, so it's not like countryside. Where were we last week? Loughton. And Loughton was a dream. So along here, what you could expect, I'm guessing, is a manoeuvre. There's lots of places here, this is important, where you can pull over. There's lots of places here though that you can't pull over. So if the examiner says to you something like pull up on the left in a safe place, watch these. There's no yellow lines. There's no yellow lines, there's no red lines, but there are dropped curbs. You can't park and leave your vehicle over a dropped curb. The traffic wardens will come and give you...
At the end of the road, turn right.
Traffic wardens will come and give you a ticket. In London, it's £65 if you pay it within 14 days, or £130. What? Where you can park is on a high curb. Like, basically where there's someone's driveways, they've dropped the curb to help people get in and out of the driveway. You can't park across a drop curb at all.
Turn right.
Some of these have bays on the pavement as well, indicating that you can park on the pavement, but look out for the bays, because not along the whole road. Oh, right turn straight into a width restrictor. That's quite mean. I mean, I'm fine with it, but you might want to practice that. Notice something here. We've not seen a single speed limit sign. What does that mean? We've not seen a single speed limit sign because the speed limit here is 30 miles an hour. Here's the hack. The urban speed limit, what do we mean by urban speed limit? If you've done your theory test, this should make sense. The speed limit in a built-up area with streetlights is 30 miles an hour by default. If the council's changed that speed limit to something else...
At the end of the road, turn left, then turn left.
Then it will be clearly signed with repeater signs, which are the small speed limit signs. And every time the speed limit changes, then there'll be the big
Turn left, then turn left.
main speed limit sign. So because I can't see any repeater signs anywhere, I know I'm at the default urban speed limit, which is 30 miles an hour. That's helpful. I'm sure there'll be a speed limit change somewhere, but if not, then Hornchurch. I've been saying Hornchurch all the way here, and it's just the weirdest name. I don't know why Hornchurch is called Hornchurch. How many more times can I say Hornchurch? If you know why Hornchurch is Hornchurch, I quite like the history of a place. I'll give you one. Catford, near where I live. Not what you're thinking.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Nothing to do with cats. It was a cattle ford, a place where cattle used to ford a river. Interesting. But Hornchurch. If you've taken your test in Hornchurch as well, let me know what it's like in the comments. I've heard from Jana, thank you for talking to me, appreciate you loads. Did I just piece that?
Turn right.
That Hornchurch has really nice examiners, better than Goodmay's. That's a really good tip, because it makes such a difference when an examiner just comes out and is nice to you. It makes such a difference. So if you've taken your test in Hornchurch and you know the deal, you know the dealio, let me know. What was your experience of Hornchurch as a driving test centre and as an area? If you're from here, just what's it like to drive around so far? Look at this. Provisional scores on the doors. Area, I'm giving it a 7. It can't get more than a 7 because it's London. I mean, sorry, London. I'm from London, so it's not like shade. But a London driving test centre, just for the sheer volume of cars and amount of people, can't get more than a, I mean, 7's generous. It shouldn't really get more than a 6. So here's our first roundabout. And from talking to local instructors,
Roundabout and take the third exit.
I'm going to let you into a secret after this. From talking to local instructors, this is all that Hornchurch has got. Small and mini roundabouts. Whee. If you're not great at roundabouts, maybe come to Hornchurch. But if you're not from Hornchurch, don't come to Hornchurch. Just take your driving test in your local area and get good at the things that are there. So here's the thing. People message me quite a lot and ask me, where do I find the test routes? And B, can I have the test routes? So at every single driving test centre, there's like about 15 driving test routes that the examiners can take you on. You won't know the test routes because they're secret. Your instructor, who's local, might know the test routes because they just do so many driving tests all the time that they'll be able to tell you, these are the test routes that I know off memory, because like instructors can sit in the back of driving tests.
300 yards, sharp left.
But the problem is the test routes are supposed to be secret, and because of that, the examiners change them all the time. So nobody knows the exact test routes. And because there's so many that they could take you on, there's no way of practicing all of them. I think they've done that by design, so that you can't just practice the test routes, which is great.
Sharp left.
So when people message me and say, can I have the test routes? No, because I don't know the test routes. What I do is I talk to local people. By local people, I mean driving instructors. And I ask them, where's the hard and tricky bits in the area and where the tests usually go? And then I build a driving test route out of that. What this is what I know from speaking to local people are the commonly used areas in Hornchurch and the hard and tricky bits, which apparently there aren't any. Turn left, mirror, signal, back into first gear, keep the clutch dipped so that I can creep, and release. Slowing down again for the traffic light. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, light's gone green, but I will let Senor go all the way across to get onto the pavement before I carry on. Do you know what I was expecting from Hornchurch? It wasn't this. Everything that those two instructors that I spoke to was true, is true. This is a super chill residential area. If you've got your driving test here, bloody lovely, good luck. Turning right here, this looks like the trickiest thing I've come across so far. We've got a traffic light control crossroads coming onto a, I want to not busy high street. If you've not done this before, it's your bread and butter of driving in the UK. No, it's not, but it comes up a lot. So I'm just gonna proceed with caution. Is that guy stopping? Yes. And carry on. This isn't supposed to be a video of like how to do traffic light control crossroads. I've covered that before. But that one, if you haven't done it, practice it. You need to wait for oncoming vehicles to proceed before you turn right. Just make sure that you're occupying a safe space in the middle of the road, not on the side of the oncoming vehicles. That car did it perfectly. If you didn't catch it, rewind the tapes. Okay, we just exited the high street. That was easy. wasn't even busy. And okay, let's talk about this because this is something that's quite interesting. One test centre to another is completely different. If you know West Wickham, because I've been there loads, it's completely different to here. And Goodmays is completely different to West Wickham. Like, all driving test centres have different things going on. And the difficulty rating at each driving test centre is just by design of the area different. Is that fair? Is there a fairer way of doing it, or is this just the way that it is? Because Hornchurch and Goodmays aren't too far away from each other, so why would you take a test at Goodmays when you could just come to Hornchurch? If you haven't seen the Goodmays video, I'll link it like here or something. Watch it after. Goodmays is not a fun place to drive if you're not confident. Hornchurch is great. We're coming up to the end of the driving test route now. I'm gonna give Hornchurch for difficulty. A higher score is good, a lower score is bad. So Goodmays is gonna get like, I need to stop talking about Goodmays. It's not fair on Goodmays. Goodmays would get like 2 or 3. Hornchurch is getting an 8 for difficulty. There's a few roundabouts, like they're mini ones and small ones. Overall, oh, this looks tricky.
Turn left, then at the end of the road, turn left.
This might drop the score somewhat. We're entering the first 20 zone. Oh, wow.
Turn left.
No probs. This is the first 20 zone of the whole area that I've gone around. Overall, Hornchurch Driving Test Centre is going to get a 7 from me.
After 200 yards, turn right, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Sure. The facilities are okay. The area is lovely. I like Hornchurch. I don't love Hornchurch. I like it. 2 width restrictors so far. The difficulty can't be any more. And the area, yeah. I mean, like, width restrictors aren't difficult, are they? Slow down. Go into first gear like I didn't do.
Take the second exit.
Do you even need to practice this more than once? I don't think so. If you've got your driving test at Hornchurch, good luck. I hope you do really well. You're very lucky to have a driving test here. And what I will give you as well is some driving test tips and advice. This is my best driving test tips collated into one easy to manage playlist. What I will guarantee you is you will learn more about your driving test that you didn't know before, and B, you will feel much more confident about your driving test. Watch that next, and do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Thanks, peace, and goodbye.